it's me. Joining me here on Topanga Canyon in beautiful Los Angeles, California. Now, as many of you may know, this road has been closed since the Palisade fires about 3 or 4 months back. It was actually opened ahead of schedule right before Memorial Day, which we're all very grateful for. So today I'm going to find out, was the wait worth it? Is Topanga Canyon as good as it was before, or is it even better? I guess we'll find out. Now, before we continue, I should probably let my biases be known. I love Topanga Canyon. I'm such a... Ooh. Oh wait, never mind. I thought those were the police. Waiting. I was like, wow, they're here early. Never mind, that's not them. I am a huge Topanga Canyon fan. I was hitting it since the day I got my license up until about the time of the Palisades fire. I have been hitting that road almost daily for the past 5 or 6 years. Now, clearly, to be someone who wants to even hit canyons or go up into the mountains and drive spiritedly, you have to be a car enthusiast, and that's where I also have to reveal one of my biases. I love driving. There is nothing about the experience of being alive and having freedom, in my opinion, that is greater than driving up into canyons and really enjoying what your car can do. Now, right now, I'm stuck behind a 240D Mercedes diesel, an FJ Cruiser, and a Mazda Miata and NA. I don't expect to be having a great time up here today. As many car enthusiasts will know, the main thing that I'm doing wrong if I really wanted to come up here and have a good time is the fact that it is currently 1:20 on a Saturday. And so there are people who are using this to commute, there are people who are using this to get home, and there are people who are just genuinely trying to get to the beach that are on this road and aren't here to have the same thrilling adventure that I'm here to have. However, these people are wrong. What they need to do is truly get behind the wheel of their car. Enjoy the vehicle that they have purchased and spent more money than they have on anything else in their life besides maybe their house. Instead, people like this diesel in front of me just waft up and down the mountain. But you know what's fantastic about that? Topanga Canyon is such a beautiful road that even if you're wafting up and down, you're still enjoying it. It has great turns, a beautiful view. You're in the middle of LA, for God's sakes. You can do anything you want. There's a million things near you. You can go anywhere and do anything and be there in about 30 to 45 minutes, even if it's only 5 miles away, thanks to the traffic out here. Now, this is my first time coming up here. I'll be honest, there is a slight chance that I get to the end of this and Topanga is still closed going to PCH. From the articles I've read, it is fully open all the way through, which is what made me want to make this video. I'll be honest with you also, sorry, I don't want to interrupt myself, but I just saw 2 enthusiast cars come the other way. So it looks like I'm not the only one who's celebrating the return of an old friend. I love hitting canyons. Like I said earlier, it is, I think, the most pure expression of man-love machine. Especially if you're getting into an older car. Today I'm driving an E46 325 IT that is a touring. You can see the wagon back behind me. This isn't exactly God's greatest race car, but it's what I have, it's what I enjoy, and I really, really love this car. Anybody who has a BMW will explain to you that the sickness that gets into your head from owning a BMW is something that you'll never be able to get out of you. I have only owned the one BMW, as I was a Honda guy mostly before this, and I love this car, and it does make me want a second one. But the great thing also about having a BMW is it does remind you not to have any more BMWs. I know people in my life who want to get BMWs, who want to get newer ones than me, newer ones than mine, more complicated ones than mine, and that scares me for them because mine has given me a lot of issues. To be fair, mine is a manual swap car, and so most of the issues, to be honest with you, have been attributed to that. I bought it mid-swap, but even outside of that, there's a million things that are stressing me out about this car because the cooling systems are made of plastic, the electronics are iffy. There's a lot of things that could go wrong on this car, but you know what? I still love it. I'm still out here and I'm still enjoying it. Now, instead of just the Mercedes being in front of me, I'm also stuck behind a Nissan Rogue. Wow. I just don't understand what's the point? You get the fuck out of the way. Now, I've been coming up to Topanga since 2018, around the time I got my license and discovered this road. I didn't see any online forums. I had no friends who knew about this road at the time. I have made friends, obviously, since then who are well aware of this road and have been hitting it for a lot longer than me. But I discovered it one day driving on PCH in a 1994 Honda del Sol with my friend David. We were driving along and we saw a bunch of supercars go up a strange road that we've never been on. I remember a Huracan, some sort of McLaren, probably like a 458. I don't know. I'm not a big supercar guy. If they were normal cars, I'd probably still have it. But we saw all these people go up the road and we thought to ourselves, wait a minute, what's going on up there? Those are a lot of people with money who definitely know more than us. There must be something we're missing up there. We should go check it out. And so we did, and I fell in love immediately. Every car I've owned, even cars I haven't owned, I have always brought to Topanga. Topanga gives me everything I want. I love the long straightaways, I love the curves, I love how it's up, down, and I love that the road, for the most part, is really well paved. A lot of people here who like to hit canyons out in SoCal will swear by roads like Stunt Road. However, I don't like Stunt Road personally. It is far too bumpy to be a road that you really want to race on. Everybody I've talked to about Stunt has the same story about the uphill. There's an uphill before a sharp left-hander. The bumps before it are insane. There's a little bit of dirt and then no guardrail. Everybody I've talked to has almost gone off that cliff, including myself, and it's because the road is dangerous, in my opinion. Obviously, if you just slow down and know the road, those dangers quickly dissipate, because then you no longer have to think about things like that. But when you don't know the road and you're out there scared, not that you're out there scared, but you're out there for the first time, you're trying to experience the road, and especially if you're young and dumb like I was when I went up there and you're just trying to show off to your friends who are in the car too, you're gonna go fast. And at the end, and it's not gonna be good for you. Because you're gonna come up to that turn. That's why I personally like Topanga. I think Topanga, especially like, you know, at a reasonable time that isn't 12 on a Sunday, is very safe. I mean, there's a lot of people here, sorry. Is very safe in regards that the road is big. There's a lot of room for you to slow down. There's not a lot of like blind corners that are very, very sharp. As long as you come up here and respect the road, respect your abilities, and respect the car that you're driving, you will be safe up here and you will have fun. Saying all that, I'm sure the locals don't want me to be talking this way, but thankfully, or unfortunately, I am not a local. I am local to the area. I live 5 minutes from here. This was not a long drive for me to come here, but I don't live in the mountain. And a lot of people in the mountain are not fans of people coming up here and speeding through their area. And I agree. People be doing crazy, insane stuff. The dangerous overtakes are a terrible idea. Speeding in broad daylight is a terrible idea. Driving beyond your limits is a terrible idea. But just coming up here and enjoying the road, there's nothing wrong with that, and to be honest with you, there is no greater feeling in the world. So for those of you who are kind of local, I'm approaching Old Town now, which in my head has always been about halfway through. How true that is, I don't know. I've never bothered to actually check, but when I get to there, I'm like, I'm about halfway, I can turn around. Or I could make the right onto Old Topanga, which I personally adore that road. I think it's beautiful, and I think it's gorgeous, and I love the way it feels, and I love the way it drives. I actually prefer that road to Topanga, but that is not the subject of today's video. Today's video is Topanga. And seeing as we're coming up about halfway through, I should talk a little bit more about the road. So up to this point, it's been open this entire time. It's been open to residents the whole time. I have a friend up here. I think I visited them once or twice since the Palisades fire. So I have been here for a while. I'm excited to get past this and down to PCH to see it, because I haven't gone since the fire. I am a Santa Monica like kid. I did a lot of my schooling there, so I have a lot of like emotional connection to the road. So I am very excited to see PCH again. I haven't seen it since the fire, mostly because I don't really live there anymore. I live in the San Fernando Valley, and also because I kind of disliked people going out there. Whenever I would see the Instagram posts of people posting like that they were there, posting the havoc, posting the devastation, it seems like you're just using this like for clickbait, or not clickbait, but for your cloud chasing. You're like, damn, dude, people's lives have been ruined. They have lost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of things that mean and that are meaningful to them, and that they'll never be able to replace because they're not monetary items, they're emotional items. And then you're just going up there and you're like, yeah, dude, this is sick. Coming up on some construction work here. So now we're past Topanga Lumber. We're getting to the downhill to PCH. This is what I'm oh, okay. No, there it is. It's open. It's open. Hell yeah, brother. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I mean, like, for those that I don't feel like I am the person to talk about the fires. I was not horribly affected by them. I had friends who were affected by them. I grew up in this area, so clearly like it affected me to some place. But there are people who have gone through it worse, and I'm not here to get myself sad thinking about how many people have lost so much. I'm here to enjoy the road. However, being here, and I haven't even seen any of the fire damage yet, but I'm just past where it was closed. I didn't think I'd be here for another half year. Hell, I didn't think I'd ever be here. Those of you who are SoCal natives also will remember Snake and how long it's been since the fires took that road away from me. I understand that Snake is a road that is not as crucial as Topanga Canyon, but still, I didn't think I'd be back here so soon, and I'm very thankful to be. We're coming up on a stop. I guess it's a 1 lane all the way down. I can't believe the fires came up this much. I didn't really realize, but even stopped here, you see all the blackened trees and all the missing leaves and the miles of missing grass. But it's okay. The great thing about California is that we rebuild from the fires, just like every city in this country. You know, things happen, the next day comes, and you gotta get it done. Now, I did secretly wish to open her up a little bit once I'm up here. I love this car, and I would. Oh, they have little rising. They have little rising gates. That's quite funny. You know, I think there's a biker just passed me. I don't know if the camera will catch that. I think, given the circumstances, you should wait in line because there are more motorcyclists down there who are waiting in line. I just feel like it's a respectful thing to do. However, I guess you and your Ducati really needed to be like 7 cars up. I'm sure it really helped. As I come down here, I'm almost left speechless. I've spent the entire way over here yapping, and now I'm down here. I don't have anything to say. Again, it's not that bad. I mean, the other lane looks fine still so far, but I don't know. I guess I'm just grateful to be back here, even if it is behind the RAV4. There are grates in the ground. Those are new. Ooh, road is really bad here. Right, so my camera overheated, and I don't really want to risk having it overheat again, but this is insane to me. This does not look, I remember how brushed, and so, oh my goodness. Wow. I just wanted my raw reaction, because I'm coming back up the road. I'll explain it when I'm fully back, but, yeah. Sorry, this is kind of a hectic start. I was gonna wait a little bit longer before going back up, but I had a clear opening, and I saw it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it. I guess that intro kind of fucked up what I was gonna say, but what I was gonna say was basically too loud. Okay, so my camera overheated on the way over here as soon as I hit where the major destruction is. So I didn't get to get my live reactions to it, or live commentary, whatever you want to call it, but I guess I could give some now. It is insane. It is brutal. This is indescribable. To me, at least. I mean, like, we've been through so many fires as a community that maybe I shouldn't be left so speechless and stunned by the differences. Maybe I should be grateful and happy that it isn't worse. Because it could have been. This could be gone still. We weren't supposed to be here for months, and yet here we are. By the grace of God, I get to just... I'm getting a little teary-eyed because it's just like... I caught up with someone, plus we're getting into construction and I need to chill, but there was a real possibility that I wouldn't be able to do that for a long, long time. And yet, I was just able to do it. I'm truly... I'm not devastated at what happened. I'm thankful to be back. Because you know what? We're so back! We're so back! So to answer the question of the video, is it worth coming to Topanga again? Hell yeah, dude, this shit is awesome. It's just as cool as I remembered. And you know what? Now it's got new shit for you to look at. It's totally different than it used to be. And it's got a red light in the middle now. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what road you'd like me to hit next. Or what you'd like me to do next. I don't know, I'll do anything. I got a camera. I got 2 legs. I'll figure some shit out. You don't think I'll figure some shit out? What the fuck?